Okay, so let's continue now with problem number 4. Laser engraving machine. A laser engraving machine uses a 20-watt continuous wave laser to cut acrylic. Letter A. How much energy is delivered in 45 seconds of operations? If the cutting efficiency is 65%, determine the useful energy for cutting. So we are given laser power P is equals to 20 watts, time T is equals to 45 seconds, cutting efficiency 65%, and in terms of decimal, that's 0.65. Required is the total energy delivered, and letter B, useful cutting energy. So the solution for letter A, use the formula E is equals to P times the T. Substitute now the given data. The answer is 900 joules. And to obtain the useful energy, we have the efficiency multiplied by the computed energy. Substitute now the efficiency and the calculated energy. The answer is 585 joules. Number 5, laser Doppler measurement. A laser with a wavelength of 530 nanometers is used to measure the speed of moving blood cells. If the Doppler frequency shift detected is 2.5 kilohertz, calculate the velocity of the blood cells. If the beam is at an angle of 30 degrees to the direction of motion, determine the true velocity. So we're given wavelength 532 nanometers, equivalent to 5.32 times 10 raised to negative 7 meter. And the Doppler shift FD is equal to 2.5 kilohertz, and in terms of hertz, that is 2.5 times 10 cubed. Required velocity when beam is along motions 0 degrees. Letter B, true velocity when beam is at 30 degrees centigrade. So solution for the using the box cutter approximation, generally the formula is FD is equals to 2B cosine theta over lambda. And in that the V there is the velocity. We can get it using FD times lambda over 2 cosine theta. So our theta is at 0 degrees centigrade. We know that cosine 0 is 1. So the numerator will only be 2. And substitute the given FD together with the wavelength. And the answer for the linear velocity is 6.65 times 10 raised to negative 4 meter per second. So the velocity at 30 degrees centigrade, substitute now theta to be 30 degrees centigrade, and substitute the given values. So it's approximately equal to 7.68 times 10 raised to negative 4 meters per second. Let's proceed with number 6. Laser cooling. A laser beam of 5 nanometer is used in an optical cooling experiment. If the energy of a photon is entirely converted to kinetic energy, reduction of an atom of mass 6.64 times 10 raised to negative 27 kilogram. Find the change in velocity of the atom after absorbing one photon. So lambda is equal to 500 nanometer, and that's equivalent to 5.00 times 10 raised to negative 7 meter. The atomic mass is equivalent to 6.64 times 10 raised to negative 27 kilogram. Required is the change in velocity after absorbing one photon. So, solution, the momentum formula, P is equals to h over lambda. And the change in velocity is equals to P over m. We know that P is equals to h over lambda. That's why the formula for the change in velocity is h over m lambda. Substitute now all the given data. Approximately, the change in velocity is 0.2 meter per second per photon as idealized. Number 7, holographic laser system. A holographic projection uses two laser beams of equal wavelength, 532 nanometers, but different angles to create an interference pattern. If the interference fringe spacing is zero point 0.4 millimeters, A. Find the angle between the beams. Use the interference formula. Given lambda is 532 nanometer, which is equivalent to 5.32 times 10 raised to negative 7 meter. Fringe spacing, D is equal to zero point 0.4 millimeter, which is equivalent to 4.0 times 10 raised to negative 4 meter. Angle between beams, theta. And then solution, knowing the for two beam wavelength, the symmetric beams, the D is equals to lambda over 2 sine theta over 2. And from there, we can obtain the sine theta over 2 is equal to lambda over 2D. So, substituting the given data, the answer for sine theta 2 is 6.65 times 10 to the fourth. And to get the theta over 2, we only get the arcsine of that particular value. And of course, we can now calculate theta, which is approximately 0.0762 degrees. Now, the MCQ, understanding lesson 66, understanding innovations in lasers related to sound. So, we have number 1. Which of the following is the main principle behind the operation of lasers? Letter A, amplification of electrical current, stimulated emission of radiation. And letter C, resonance of sound waves. Letter D, diffraction of light waves. Next, number 2, the acronym LASER stands for letter A, laser amplification by stimulated emission of radiation. Letter B, light absorption by stimulated energy of refraction. Letter C, laser application in science, engineering, and research. Letter D, low amplitude sound emission of radiation. Number 3, in a laser device, the optical cavity's main role is to A, store photons permanently. Letter B, amplify light through repeated reflection. Letter C, absorb unwanted wavelengths. Letter D, convert light into sound. Number 4, which part of the laser contains the material that produces photons? Letter A, optical resonator. Letter B, gain medium. Letter C, power supply. D, cooling system. Number 5. What property of laser light shows it to be highly focused over long distances? Letter A, incoherence. Letter B, monochromaticity. Letter C, divergence. Letter D, random scattering. Number 6. Which type of laser is commonly used in CDs and DVDs players? Letter A, carbon dioxide laser. Letter B, helium neon laser. Letter C, semiconductor diode laser. Letter D, excimer laser. Number 7. In laser surgery, the advantage of using a laser over a scalpel is A, the ability to produce multiple colors. Letter B, precise cutting with minimal damage to surrounding tissues. Letter C, lower cost compared to traditional methods. Letter D, requirement for no electricity. Number 8. Which laser property is more important in fiber optic communications? A, high coherence and narrow beam of divergence. Letter B, ability to change color rapidly. Letter C, strong heat emission. Letter D, production of multiple wavelengths simultaneously. Number 9. What is the main difference between continuous wave CW lasers and pulse lasers? CW lasers use mirrors while pulse lasers do not. Letter B. CW lasers emit lights continuously while pulse lasers emit light in bursts. Letter C. CW lasers are monochromatic. Pulse lasers are not. Letter D. CW lasers operate without a gain medium. Number 10. In holography, lasers are important because they A, can produce high-energy ultraviolet radiation. Letter B, provide coherent light for interference patterns. Letter C, split sound waves into light beams. Letter D, can amplify natural light. Number 11. Which application of lasers uses the principle of light scattering to measure particle size? Letter A, holographic imaging. Letter B, LIDAR. Letter C, laser Doppler anemometry. Letter D, Raman spectroscopy. Number 12. In laser safety, what does the classification class 4 indicate? A. Lasers that are safe for eye exposure at all times. Letter B. Lasers that can cause severe eye and skin injury. Lasers only used in entertainment light shows. Lasers with the shortest wavelengths. Number 13. What determines the color wavelength of light emitted by a laser? Letter A, the type of optical resonator used. Letter B, the gain medium at atomic structure. Letter C, the mirror reflectivity. Letter D, the shape of the laser housing. Number 14. Which of the following is an example of lasers used in environmental monitoring? A. Barcode scanning. B. Laser surgery. C. Atmospheric gas detection. D. 3D printing. In laser printing, how does the laser create the image on the drum? Letter A, by melting the toner directly onto paper, by charging specific areas to attract toner. Letter C, by using heat to produce color pigments, by scanning the image line by line. So, the answer key for today's, for lesson number 65 is this one. And the answer key for 66 is this one. So goodbye, everyone. Thank you.